திரு ஆனந்த் ஸ்ரீனிவாசன் அவர்களின் சாதாரண பங்கு அசாதாரண லாபம் தமிழ் வடிவம் இப்போது கிண்டிலில் கிடைக்கிறது. இந்த புத்தகம் புதிய முதலீட்டாளர்களுக்கு பங்குச் சந்தை பற்றிய ஒரு அறிமுகமாக இருக்கும். இந்த புத்தகத்தை நீங்கள் கிண்டிலில் வாங்க விரும்பினால் வீடியோவின் கீழே இருக்கும் லிங்கை கிளிக் செய்யுங்கள்.
Good evening. Today I want to talk about one of my favorite companies, a company which I have not been able to praise for a long time, for which I have been a shareholder all my life. My father used to work for this company and worked from 1958 to 1970. I am talking about Tata Steel and Jamshedpur. Tata Steel has been in deep trouble since 2008. In 2008, Tata Steel was trading nearly at 1,000 rupees. Things were looking very good, but it was only on one plant in Jamshedpur. There were talks of putting up another plant in Gopalpur, in Kaliganj in Odisha. But the company ran into trouble because it bought Chorus at a huge price. Ratan Tata made a big blunder in buying Chorus at such a huge price. But you could not blame him or blame anybody because nobody thought the financial crisis would come and the steel prices would fall off the cliff. Also, he had bought a clutch of old steel plants in Southeast Asia from Thailand to Singapore, and everything got into trouble as steel prices collapsed. Even Mittal, who was feted and by everybody as the richest man in the world at that time, disappeared from the front pages of the newspaper. Steel as a commodity went into a down cycle. It has taken 12 long years for Tata Steel to come out. Other steel companies had recovered faster because they had less debt and they didn't have a millstone hanging around its neck like Tata Steel had Chorus. Tata Steel tried everything with Chorus. It tried to separate the English and the Dutch business. They tried to merge it with ThyssenKrupp and tried to take Krupp shares in exchange. But what happened is that the Competition Commission in Europe rejected this. Things were looking very bad and debt was climbing. At that time, stock market was punishing all companies with high debt. At one time, the market cap of Tata Steel dropped below the total debt. That was its nadir. But all this while, Tata Steel was slowly working around in improving its manufacturing process. Its second plant went on stream nearly 7 or 8 years ago. It also bought Bhushan Steel and called it Tata Steel Bhushan with debt and turned it round. All this while, Tata Steel was slowly moving its way up, making some profits some quarter and losses some quarter, with the interest cost on its huge debt weighing it down. And also, for sale, some of the assets, both in Southeast Asia and England and the Holland, were put in for sale section, and Tata Steel was willing to sell. All these years, it was TCS and later Titan and Tata Global, which were supporting Tata Sons. But primarily, it was TCS. Tatas kept pouring money into Tata Steel. There were several rights issues, and people supported Tata Steel with the issues never devolving. Tata's control 32% of Tata Steel. But finally, during this pandemic, as central banks across the world started printing money like crazy, steel prices began to climb. And this time, Tata Steel was ready and it climbed and climbed and climbed to a point where Warren Buffett said commodity prices, including steel, have gone through the roof, but customers are willing to pay for it. So there is no problem at this time. Tata Steel started to get higher realization per ton of steel. For all its branding efforts, steel is a commodity product, and only when commodity prices go up will steel mill make money. Tata Steel this quarter reported a turnover of 50,000 crores. This made it the second Indian private company to have a quarterly turnover of 50,000 crores and the seventh non-finance company to report this kind of turnover. Most of the other companies were government-held oil companies. Not only that, Tata Steel for the entire year had an EBITDA of 28,000 crores. This is earnings before interest, depreciation, and tax. In the last quarter, Tata Steel declared a net profit in excess of 6,000 crores. In fact, the analysts were penciling in a higher profit. Tata Steel, because of exceptional expenses, reported less profits, but its revenues were higher than what the analysts projected. The CEO or MD of Tata Steel, Mr. Narendra, said that international prices are still rising and Tata Steel is selling at lesser than international prices in Indian market. He also indicated that Tata Steel is in a position to export to get better realization. In spite of the pandemic, Tata Steel has been able to produce stunning numbers. Not only is it that the board has declared 25 rupees per share for its completely owned shares and has announced 6 rupees 25 paisa as dividend for party paid shares. This is the time for Tata Steel to put in call for all the money, all the partly paid shares, ask for the money. It is also quite possible if prices remain so high that Tata Steel will raise more money by selling some stake, or with Tata's also contributing money, raise some more money to bring down debt. The icing on the cake was that Tata Steel's dividend this year was 25 rupees. In 2015, the price of the stock had dropped to nearly less than 250 rupees. This in April of 2020, the stock was available for 280 rupees. For those who bought it at 250 rupees or 280 rupees, two things has happened. The stock has gone up 4 times, more than 4 times. So you have quadrupled your income. Even if you have held it for 5 years, the capital has gone up 4 times. More than that, for people like me who are holding on these shares for a very long time, this is a double bonus. Since our price of acquisition is very low and we have been getting regular dividends. Even the shares I bought at 250, today at 25 rupees, I'm getting a 10% yield. This is something similar to what I got in ITC. This is why I say good companies, even if you buy it at the highest prices, you will get out of trouble. Only thing, time is a measure. Those who bought in 2008 and who had not made profits but hung on today are profitable and are making a decent returns on dividends. But if you buy a lousy company at any price, the sooner it folds up, you are out on the street. This is why I say and follow Phil Fisher's rule. The quality of management and integrity of the management is most important in determining purchase of a company. To high hell and water, Tatas have supported this company. Now, Tata Steel has become the second largest contributor of dividends to the Tata Sons kitty. One third of all dividends that is being paid out will go to Tata and Sons. That is going to be about 1,000 crore. Finally, just returns for patiently investing in their crown gel for 13 years. The cash flow from TCS has saved one Tata crown gel. Now all attention will turn to Tata Motors, where Chandrasekhar has promised in 3 years he will become net debt free. Thank you for watching. Be rich. It's a great privilege and honor that so many of you in thousands have subscribed to my channel and have supported me. I have written 2 books in English, The Alchemy of Money and Ordinary Stocks, Extraordinary Profits. These books are published by us and are ready. If you want to procure a copy, send us a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would respond to you. If you want an Amazon Kindle copy, you can click the link below. Finally, those who wish to consult with me can send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. Once again, I thank you for your support. If you like this video, press the subscribe button of my channel, hit the like button and turn on the bell notification.